The cannon glitch is pretty simple to perform. First thing that you want to do is take yourself over to Dreamland. The only place we've been able to find to set this glitch up is in the first level of Dreamland in Wispy's Forest. I would assume that it can happen with any other cannon, but we haven't really found a way to properly perform the actions for this glitch to happen. So what you want to do is take yourself through this level up to the first forested section where you will find the first cannon. There will be some blocks covering it and a bow waddle dee, a spear waddle dee. Just want to bring yourself over to that section of the level where you can set up the glitch. Once you find yourself here, you'll want to clear out the area. You can get rid of this spear waddle dee, the normal one, and break these blocks. All that you want to leave, you just want to leave this bow waddle dee here, and you want to bump him once to the right. Now, how this glitch works is it abuses a way that the game uses the invincibility when you get hit by damage, as well as when you enter the cannon, you're invincible and you can't get hit by anything. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is that when you're hit by an item, by a projectile, or whatever damage source, there's a little timer on you that after a short bit, you'll come back to normal and be able to get hit by things again. Basically, when you're in that state and the timer is active and then you enter the cannon, the timer will still be active and take you out of the invincibility state, allowing you to get hit by something while you're in the cannon. The best way to abuse this is by waiting. When you get hit by an arrow, you'll want to wait until the bow waddle dee he starts doing his animation to shoot another arrow. Otherwise, if you get in the cannon too soon, he won't shoot another arrow. You can stand on the edge here, get hit by an arrow. Once he starts charging it up, you enter the cannon, and then you hear Kirby get hit like that, and now you're free to move about in this little hole here. You're invisible, you don't make any footstep sounds, but you're out of the cannon while it's still technically in the cannon at the same time. It's really weird. The only thing you can do on this state, you can't really jump, otherwise you'll get fired out of the cannon. That can be used if it's facing right and you're against the right wall. You can shoot yourself through the wall and then be stuck under the level and forced to reset it in order to play the game again. You can use your yarn whip here, which for some reason you can only do it once and then you can't again. If you get hit by the arrow, you can use the yarn whip again, which can be used to unravel an arrow, but that doesn't do much for you. Another glitch that can happen while you're here is by rolling up the arrow. The roll up sound will continue playing forever. You can't really let go of the spear. You won't finish rolling it up. It'll be stuck hovering in front of you like this. It's really weird, and you can hear the sound of the rolling up. It just kept getting quieter until it went away, so and you just kind of stuck like this. The only way to get out of this is by launching yourself out of the cannon, or you can get hit by another arrow, and then it'll just simply unravel itself. So you're basically still in the cannon here. You can launch yourself out as normal. It's just a weird state that happens when those interactions happen in a specific order. Now, being in two-player mode with Prince Fluff, it doesn't really change too much about the glitch. It still gets performed the same way. It's just the second player can't really do much. I tried performing it with both players at the same time, and it only appears that whatever player enters the cannon is the one that can be hit out of it. Even if you have the other one in an invincibility state for a brief moment, they can't seem to get hit by an arrow and hit out. They'll just be stuck there. I did notice that you can use the invincibility state from Carrie. If you press A with any player, you get picked up by Carrie, and they'll just kind of follow you around the stage. If I were to bring Prince Fluff over here, you can see Kirby gets dragged along. And then when you press, I think, just 2 or 1 or any of the buttons, you'll slowly get dragged towards the other player until you touch them. You'll be able to play again. After that moment, there is a brief moment of invincibility that you can also use to activate the glitch. So if I have Kirby here, enter the cannon, and the glitch happens. Now he's in this state, can't really interact with Prince Fluff in the cannon. You can bump this Waddle Dee here. Kind of silly, I can't bump him from the back, but when he walks into you, you can. You can do the weird roll-up thing with the Waddle Dee too, and it'll just be this yarn ball instead. And it will roll slightly when you turn. I did notice that, but again, there's not much you can do with this glitch. Nothing special happens in two-player mode other than if you do launch yourself through the wall, the other player will keep you in bounds. You won't be able to fall out of the map, so you can keep playing when you do the glitch. Otherwise, again, if you are in one-player mode or if you actually time the other player to get picked up by Carrie, like right after you shoot out of the cannon, then you will both be stuck out of bounds. But yeah, that's really the gist of the glitch. Again, nothing useful for it really. It's just kind of silly the way the mechanics work. You can make yourself invisible. If there were a way to get out of this little area, like pick up the other player, jump them out, whatever, and come across here, maybe you could launch yourself through this wall, get up somewhere, skip parts of the level, but as it is, that isn't possible. There's no way to do it. It's just confined to this little space.